Okay, today we're going to discuss about the fraction and a bit repeat from the previous topic, the fraction operation involving the negative, adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing. So let's go to the Zoom. There you go. Okay, so as I said previously, adding and subtracting fraction is way harder than multiplying and dividing. But that is the first and foremost basic thing about fraction that you need to know. So when you add or subtract the fraction, you need to equalize the denominator. That's the harder way, the harder part. Okay, equalize denominator. Okay, then what to do? If you want to uh, add or subtract, let's say 1, 3 over 4 subtract by, let's say 4, 3 over 4 subtract by 2, 6 over uh, 11, let's say. Okay, you can do add or subtract. First thing first, what you have to do? Yes, that's good. You change the mixed number into the improper fraction. How do you solve the mixed number into an improper fraction? So we haven't equalized the denominator yet. So multiply, right? 4 times 4, 16, plus 3, 19, right? 19 over 4, subtract 11 times 2, 22, plus 6, 28 over 11. Okay, this seems done for the mix to improper. So we are doing the mixed fraction to improper fraction. Next step, what you do, equalize the denominator. Okay, 4 and 11, what is the lowest common multiple of 4 and 11? 44, so how do you do? Times 11 on top and bottom, times 4 on top and on the bottom also. So to make the denominator equal, and that's done. We try to follow the rules. Over 44 minus over 44, or you just can combine over 44 or on one number. That's it. Okay, it is acceptable. Okay, 19 times 11, it's quite hard, but you know, sorry, 109, and then subtract 209, okay, subtract 32, 3, 112, right? Okay, Jones has fast counting. I don't know how he do it. Okay, how he does. Okay, 9 minus 2, 7, 20 minus 11, 9, right? And then 44. It is done actually, but you need to convert into another mixed fraction. Okay, 27 over 44, it's 2, right? Yeah, 2, 88, and then 11. Hey, no, 9, right? Yeah, that's all. So 2 for the whole number, 9 over 44. That is the way you do the fraction, adding and subtracting fraction. I don't think I need to put this to the PDF, but if you want to take a note, just take fast note. And if you don't want to take note, no problem. You can watch the video. Okay, and then let's do the involving the negative number, the question that involving the negative numbers, and it is quite challenging. Let's say minus 3, 1 over 5, multiply, right, by 2, 3 over, wait, I need to think, 4. Okay, I hope that this answer will be, the question will be quite easy to do. Okay, so put some more number. Okay, another challenge, right? How do you do this, guys? First thing, do the bracket. That's right. Okay, use the order of operation because we are doing uh, some formula. So do the bracket first. Look at this, the double sign. The double sign has to be changed. Becomes plus. Negative, with negative, plus. Right? And then continue. Move the mixed fraction into an improper fraction. Just change it. 16 over 5, right? Don't forget to put the negative. Where do you put the negative? Top or bottom? Middle? Not recommended. It's okay, but not recommended. You better put on top. Okay, the negative put on top. That's for better working later on. If you put it in the denominator below, the number below, it will be very complicated to do later on. Okay, you multiply by 4 times 2, 8 plus 3, 11 out of 4, and then plus by, okay, 15, 24, oh, 19, yeah, thank you. 19 over 5. Then, which operation that you need to do next? Times or plus? Yeah, bad math, right? Bad math, so multiplication rule. So use the order of bad math and use the M, right? And then, how do you do this? Okay, just multiply, but again, if we can simplify the number, simplify. Can we simplify 16, 5, 11, 4 here? 16 and 4, right? Divide by 4, divide by 4, right? So it's slow but sure. Negative, wait. So we have the negative now. Negative times positive becomes negative, right? The multiplication rule at plus times minus, minus times plus, and so on. 44 over 5 plus, oh, easy peasy. Look, what we have for the benefit here. The denominator is already the same, so you don't have to equalize further denominator. So just do the 5 here because the 5 is already done. And if you put it on top, sorry, I have to put it on top. Negative 44 plus 19. So we are involving the negative number inside the fraction order. So negative 44 plus 19. How do you think? Wrong proper wrong order of questioning. Okay, negative 44 plus 19. So think of you owe money from others, 44, and you pay 19. So the owing is decreasing, right? Owe means utang. Owing 44 and you pay 19. The owing is decreased, but still owe, right? Minus something, negative something. 25, not no more left. Okay, wow. I don't expect the answer is so good. Negative 25 over 5. Negative, right? Because negative divided by positive is negative. 25 divided by 5? 5. Okay. I'm lucky, by the way. Why lucky? Because I don't expect the answer is in a whole number in an integer form. But that's how you do the order of operation. The hardest part actually is to do the word problem, guys. Right? The word problem, you need to think what you have to do, whether you add, whether you subtract, whether you multiply, whether you divide. Okay, so everything supposed to be done in order, right? So if you look at the word problems, what you need to do? No, I don't talk about the book yet. Okay, if you talk about the word problems, you need to analyze the problem first. Then you can model the problem on math. Okay. Please let me know whenever you have any question. If you do the multiplication or division, what you need to do, just follow the rule. Follow the order of denominator and numerator. Okay. Order of numerator and denominator. Okay, that is the way you add, subtract, times, divide the fraction. Okay. Any questions so far? No? Okay, continue. Let's look at the book. Where is it? There you go. Okay. What page? Again, don't ask me because this page is not in order. You can ask your friend. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I haven't announced the calculator yet. Let's do the decimals. Okay. How do you do the decimals? Okay, first thing first. It is actually an implicit form of fraction. You can change the decimals into fraction. What page, Kevin? This question. 48. Okay, so look at page 48. And we are doing this question, guys. So again, you might ask me whenever you found my explanation is quite hard to be understood because I have, and I promise I will give you the slower pace of explanation. So 13.56, what does it mean? How many decimal place we have on 13.56? How many decimal place? Two, where? What number? The 5 and the 6, right? We have two decimal place. On 2.4, how many decimal place we have? One, two or four? Four. Decimal place means on the right side of the point. Di sebelah kanannya titik. Nah, itu decimal place. Decimal place. Ya, I write it down. Decimal place. Okay. Now, when we know that the decimal place of 13.56 is 2, so you can just write 1356 over, remember, over 100. Two decimal place means 20, right? 100. So decimal place is the amount of zero on the amount of wait, it's not in simple version, it's the amount of zero, but you can say that if one decimal place over 10, right? If two decimal place over 100, if three decimal place it's over 1000, and so on. Okay, and so on. You can go on and on and on. Okay, and then next you multiply by 2.4. It means 24 over 10. Why? One decimal place right here. So what to do? Okay, you cannot simplify it by 2 by 2. It will waste your time so much. So much time will be wasted. I divide by 4. I divide by 4. Kurang kerjaan. Okay, again, keep the 10, keep the multiple of 10 yang di bawah, the bottom part, keep the multiple of 10, be there. Don't change at all. So what to do? Do the hard multiplication. 1356 multiplied by 24. Okay? Yes? One decimal place, 10. Two decimal places, 100. Okay? Yes, that's it. Let's make the over 100. That's it. Later on, I will explain you on the B because you enter the class in the middle. Later, B, yeah. Okay, Jacob. Okay, so we do the hard part. Top on top, 1356 times 24. Okay, does anyone wants to do this? Okay, I'm waiting for someone to do this. Some of you do. Every one of you, please do. Okay, as it is already done by our student here. So 3 of students get the same answer. So I assume that that's the answer. Okay, 32,544. So write it down. 32,544. You divide by or over 100 times 10. 100 times 10. 1,000. So again, if 1,000, how many decimal place we have? 3, right? Sorry, it's missing. So the 3 decimal places supposed to be here. 1, 2, 3. Count from the right side, not from the left side. So the answer will be 32.544. If you doubt the answer, yeah. So if you doubt the answer, you might check on the calculator itself. Let's see. 13.56 you multiply by 2.4. And it is the same. Okay. There you go. Proving. We prove that it's right. Okay, 32.544. Next. Okay, look at the next number. 132.8. So what is it? Over 10. One decimal place only, right? Times 35 over 2 decimal places, 100. So you multiply 1378 by 35. I don't want to use calculator here. So let's try to do it manually. Why it is must? Because it will enhance your ability to do the constant process. Okay. 5 times 8, 40. 3 times 5, 5 times 7, 35, plus 4, 39. 5 plus times 3, 15, 18. 6, right? And then you erase the top side. 3 times 4, 8, 24, 23, make it fast. 11, 4, you add the number. 13, 12, right? 8, 4, 8, 48,230, right? And over, oh, again, 1,000. Easy. Okay. So you put how many decimal place? 3 decimal place, guys. 1,000, right? Will become 2. That's good. Will become 2 because the last number or last digit is 0, right? But again, focus on 3 decimal places here. Then the answer will be 48,000. Sorry, 48.230, right? And we have to deal and we have an agreement that 0 on the last part of the decimals might be deleted. Okay, you can ignore. But this is right. Gak ada yang salah, nggak salah itu. Right. Okay. So the answer will be both, either or. Okay, this one or this one. So 0 on the last part of decimals, again, decimals not the whole number, yeah. 0 on the last part of decimals might be not written, but later on the next topic, chapter 3, it is important. So you might think of the 0 on the right side of the decimals on the 3rd chapter. Okay, on the 3rd chapter, yeah. So for now, we skip it first. Okay, so if you want to check the answer, you might go to calculator. Okay, let's prove. 137.8 you multiply by 0.35. Done. See, it's the same. 48.23. Now, you might write this, but I don't think so. I don't think you need to write it because the video will be given. Okay, your obligation later is to watch the video. Now we're gonna go for division of decimals, right? Again, it's the same rule. What do you do? Make the decimals into fraction form. 92 over 100. You divide by 4 over 10. Okay. So 92 over 100, you multiply by 10 out of 4. You can simplify the 10 by 1 and by 10, right? And 92 over 4 also can. What is it, Jones? 92 divided by 4. Sorry? 23, thank you. Sorry ya, nggak kedengeran. So it's quite simple. 23 times 1 is 23 over 10. So what's the answer? So 2.3. See? So what is the difference between multiplication and division? Only on this part, guys. This part. Divide by a certain number, you multiply by its reciprocal. Yeah, I say it one more time, reciprocal. What is reciprocal? The flip version of the number. Okay. Reciprocal or flip. What is it? Flip fraction. You change the denominator by its numerator. Yeah, that is what is difference on the division of fraction. Okay. Now let's go to the next, not too challenging number, still easy. 1845 over berapa, Joycelyn? Over berapa? How many zero? Can you please speak louder? No. I mean, ini overnya berapa dulu? Kan ada over. Ini kan 1.845, right? Over berapa? 50? Berapa nih bawahnya? 1? No. Ini bawahnya. Ini loh yang tadi, ayo, nggak perhatiin nih. 15 over berapa nih? Jocelyn, how many decimal place on 1.845? Louder, please. How many zeros? 1000, that's it. Oke, yang ini berapa, Jocelyn? 100. That's it. So, ada yang bingung nggak ini ya? Over 1110, 10,000 and so on. Just look at the amount of decimal place, that is the amount of zero. Again, you can watch the video if you're still a bit confused. Okay, then you multiply by its reciprocal, right? I will write it down a bit smaller because I'm afraid that I don't have any space. Over 15, right? You can cross the 100, right? Just cross the zero, simple. And then you simplify 1845 by 15. I do the calculation here, right? And then 1, 15, 34, 2, 30, right? Make it fast. 45, 3, 45 also 0. So the answer will be 123. Okay, cross 123. So the answer will be again 123 times 1 is 123 itself over 10 over 1. 10 times 1, 10 itself, right? The decimal on this part, right? Because one decimal place. That's it, guys, for decimals. Okay. Next. What page? There you go. Okay, you combine the workings. Oh man. A, B, C, D. Let's do this. Okay, guys. Now, before we do this, I will give you some time to have your exercise. So, let's do this. It is involving some mixed operations, adding, subtracting, division, dividing, and multiplication, right? But for question A, I think you don't have to think too hard about this. You don't have to convert into fraction at all for adding and subtracting. Remember, add and subtract don't change into the fraction form, wasting time. So for question A, what to do? Yeah. 1.6. Just write down like that. Why I put the one here? Because we have to add the same place value. Okay. 53.6. Done. On question B. 1.3 subtract. Okay. Again, what you need to do, think first. Is it positive or negative for the final answer? Negative something. How come? How come it is minus, negative? Because we subtract with the bigger number, right? And then how do you do that? How do you change it to the number? 1.3 minus 3.5 is negative something. The difference, right? If you want to do, imagine on the line number line, 1.3 here, you subtract 3.5, right? So you go left by negative 1.3, and you have to do some more number, right? Some more further operation. So 3.5 minus 1.3. So that's the way you do. Okay, negative 2.2. So question C. Wow, what is this? The decimals over decimals. Again, I give you the basic concept. Actually, for such question, you need, yeah, it's actually 0.3, but how do you do? Just divide 12 by 4. Why is not 30? Why it is not 30? How about this? How about this? This is 30, guys. So what you need to do? Ini susah ya, susah-susah gampang. Wait, I will give you the simple trick. How do I annihilate the decimals? By multiplying it with 100. Right. Kenapa yang di bawah nggak 10? Yeah, they both have to be the same, that's it. And then you multiply by negative 0.23 over 0.6, right? So I will zoom in to this part. What you have to multiply by? Kalau you kalinya 10 boleh nggak? Sebenarnya boleh, tapi nggak hilang desimalnya, right? Masih ada 2.3, 100 lagi. So 12, right? Ingat nggak, times by 100, the decimal going right by 2 times, remember? Itu primary 4 ya. Primary 5 or 6 gitu. Itu 12 over 40. Dang, that's not 3. That's 0.3, right? Negative 23 over 60, right? So you can put the negative away for a while, dicuekin dulu guys. So kita simplify dulu ya. By 4, right? 3 and 60 bisa lagi ya. 20. Got it? Ada lagi ya? No more, right? So 1 times negative 23 is negative 23 over 200. Done, because it is not a mixed number. We cannot change it to a mixed number. Okay, challenging. Belum yang di, waduh yang di gimana lagi? Oke, ini yang baru yang C ya. Oke, yang mau catat-catat. Now, so for question B, I think I need to put it a bit on the right side because it's more spacious. And I put a line because we have to focus on this part. Okay, let's start, guys. Negative 0.3 squared. So negative 0.3 times 0.3, right? Because the square is on the 0.3. How about I have another condition? Negative 0.3 bracket square. So who get the square? All of the number inside the bracket. So if it is the case, negative 0.3 times negative 0.3. So you multiply the negative both. But on our question, the square only belongs to the 0.3. So negative 0.3 times 0.3 times 4.5 over negative 2.7. Yes, positive. Why? Because the negative is not included in the square form. Okay. So one more time. Okay. Negative 0.3 times 0.3. Again, negative has no square. The square belongs to 0.3 only. 4.5 over negative 2.7. Subtract. What is this? Over? Oh, you can just write like this one. You can change into a fraction, but I don't think we need it later on. Okay, let's try. Over 100. So how do you do the multiplication of this? Again, change into fraction, right? Oh yeah, do the bracket first. Okay, you can do it. Times 10, times 10, right? 45 times negative 27. Right, guys? So next, you subtract with, continue. Okay, so by the order of operation, who do you want, what part do you want to do? Multiplication. Oh, we have two multiplication now. Which first? The left one. So the most or the first left. Negative 3 times 3, negative 9, right? Over 100 times. Oh, we can simplify the 45 and 27, guys. What do you want to divide by? 3. 3 or 9? 9. 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. Got it. Okay. So 5 over negative 3. Got it? Low. Okay. Subtract by 65 over 100. First thing first, guys. Which one? Times or subtract? Times. But we have one problem here. Do you notice the problem? The negative is still below. Move on top. Taruh ke atas. Ya. Okay. Sama ya. Okay, it's the same. Again, if we have the negative on the bottom part, move it on top of the problem. Okay, on top of the fraction, I mean. So, siapa dulu? Multiply or divide? Subtract? Multiply. Right? Can we simplify? Bisa, guys. 3 and 9. Jadi berapa nih? 3 ya? 5 and 100 is optional. Why? Because di bawahnya udah 100. Right? Here. Let me show you how it works. You mau simplify boleh, enggak juga nggak apa-apa. Pilih yang enggak ya. Soalnya ada 100 nih. Negative 3 times negative 5 berapa, guys? Positive or negative? Negative times negative? Positive. So, let 15 minus. So, you can do both. Udah sama kan, ngapain ini jadiin 20 lagi, mas? That's the problem, guys. That's the way. You kalau cross, jadi harus equalize denominator lagi, capek. Ini juga harus divide by 5, divide by 5, wasting. Ya. So the answer would be 15 minus 65 berapa? Yuk punya uang 15 bayar ke 65. Negatif 50. Or negative 1 over 2. Right? Ada cara lain. By using decimal strategy. This is the fractional strategy. Fraction. Kalau decimal tadi 15 over 100 saya bisa ganti 0.15, right? 0.65. Two decimal place kan? Bisa juga. 0.15 subtract 0.65. Negatif ya pasti ya. Ini subtract aja. Negative 0.5 also. It is the same guys. But again, which one you prefer? Fraction or decimal? Fraction lah, udah buang aja nih yang decimal. Saya tetap tulis. Again, I still put it on the screen, but I prefer to cross it. We prefer do the fraction strategy. Yang kalau di cross bisa nggak? Tadi yang ditanya Jacob, bisa nggak? Bisa banget. Coba ya kita bikin ya, guys. Semua lihat deh. Ini close dulu. Coba ya kita simplify nih. 105. Jadi ya, 1 ini 20 kan? Jadi 3 over 20. Benar nggak? Negative 3 times negative 1. Subtract. Ini capek guys, bagi 5-nya guys. Right? You need to do the further operation below. On the right side. Kalau jago 13 dapat. Kalau nggak susah hitungnya. Right? Negative 10 over 20. Negative 1 over 2. Same. Right? There is no difference about that. But again, I prefer you to do the slower pacing. Ya, yang ini aja udah. Lebih enak without, ini udah 100 ngapain disimplify lagi kan? Saya lihat ininya. Okay, that's it guys for now. I will announce the homework.